Yep, Bubba, we got a cat fight on the View.
Uh-oh.
Cat fight.
Well, the poor conservative has no hope on there.
Fight.
You notice that seat rotates pretty regularly.
Oh, yeah. So we have the View, and this is a segment. You know, you've heard a lot about toxic masculinity. By the way, have you seen the ridiculous, idiotic statement? What's his name? The guy that did Titanic, and now he does the weird show about all the blue people.
Avatar. James Cameron.
Avatar. Have you seen the ridiculous statement by James Cameron?
I can only imagine.
What do you say?
What an idiot.
Yeah, he said testosterone is a toxic chemical that's poisoning the world or something like that.
And he says in his maleness, he's worked to take it out of his system.
It looks like it,
Well,
too.
good for him.
If we want to evolve, we should remove testosterone from our
Well,
system.
worldwide,
I'm telling you, that's what he said.
Worldwide, it's about half what it was 20 years ago.
Yeah. Not good.
So anyway, somebody had the audacity to speak about toxic femininity. And
well, we're all equal. Why not?
So here we go. The View has a little bit of a dust up. Here we go.
No, I think it is real, though. We've come a long way in kind of critiquing some of the male practices that are not helpful and that needed to be called out. And I think that women have made a ton of progress, but we can also be each other's worst enemies. It's still the case, and I hate to say it, some of the worst bosses I've had have been women, and sometimes colleagues in the workplace who are women. And I always think of the Madeleine Albright quote.
Well, that's what happens when you work with Kellyanne Conway.
I mean, well, I can't really get a word in without you attacking me, so I wouldn't say this is a totally different. This isn't like a totally different environment of women supporting each other. But Madeleine Albright's always said there's a special place in hell for women who don't help and support other women. Right. And it's something I try to live by. I think that we have a duty to kind of give that back, especially for the women who come after us.
Yeah, she's making her point by attacking her while she's talking.
Well, it goes back to this again.
You know what it's all back to? Trump again. They are so obsessed with Trump.
They are so obsessed. But it is one of those things where it's like everything else the left does. We are for women as long as they say the things that we want them to say.
That's right. Or then we will destroy them worse than any man ever thought about.
The left only supports women that do and say the things they want. Of course, that sounds a lot like holding women down. But I mean, but look, any Democratic Party that has voted Bill Clinton and Ted Kennedy as heroes for women, you got a women PR problem.
Yeah, that was the person from The View speaking was Alyssa Farah Griffin, the conservative on The View, and she was a former White House colleague with Kellyanne Conway.
Right.
Who again?
What does that have to do with
they're trying to despise her over Kellyanne Conway.
Yes.
And Kellyanne Conway was the first female to run a successful presidential campaign. She should be honored, but she's not because they didn't like the person that she was running the campaign for or their political stance.
Absolutely.
So really, it's not about women; it's about your political preference.
Correct.
Because they ought to be celebrating Kellyanne Conway. She is a record-breaking, glass ceiling-breaking female who got someone elected who she ran their campaign, period.
Bubba, they should have celebrated Condoleezza Rice.
Oh, yeah.
You get a double celebration there. Yep. They didn't want anything to do with it because she didn't work with the administration they preferred.
Yep.
So she can't be a hero for women, and she can't be a hero for black people. Well, how ridiculous is all this?
It's just so silly.
It's ridiculous.